We'll just wait a little bit, I guess. Yes. All right. Let's wait a couple minutes. We got about 27 participants online. There should be way more, right? Considering the number of students from WASEDA and KYUSHU and BABSON. We'll wait just a little bit. How is everybody doing this morning or tonight, evening, afternoon? All good? I'm gonna wait just one more minute and then we'll get started. For those who are chiming in now, we are just waiting a couple minutes before we get started. So be patient. We will be starting soon. And if you could, if it's possible, could you turn on your video so that we can see you? Makes it easier for us. Thank you, Naoto. All right. I don't think I can wait any longer. So I'm just gonna get started and get the party started. All right. So hello, everyone. A belated Happy New Year to all. 改めまして、明けましておめでとうございます。はい。This is Yasu, co-founder and executive director of Venture Cafe Tokyo. Venture Cafe Tokyo no Yamakawa desu. Once again, welcome to our first Thursday gathering of the year. I hope you are safe, healthy, and well. 皆さん元気ですか？はい。It is unfortunate that under the government's declaration of the state of emergency, we are not physically there at CIC Tokyo, but it's okay. We'll make it as energetic and as full of passion and enthusiasm online. Why? Because that's the entrepreneurial mindset. そう、残念ながら、緊急事態宣言によって、現場からお届けできませんが、まあ大丈夫です。オンラインであっても、同等以上にエネルギーあふれるセッションにしたいと思っています。まあなぜか、それが起業家的マインドセット、行動だからです。はい。So, in this session, a mixture of students in teams from WASEDA University, KYUSHU University, and BABSON College will pitch and share their world-changing ideas in the form of a rocket pitch, 3 minutes, 3 slides. このセッションでは、早稲田大学、九州大学、バブソン大学の合同チームによるロケットピッチをご覧いただきたいと思います。世界を変えるようなアイディアが出るといいですね。はい。And guess what? You all of you participants, you have a job to do. That is to give feedback in the form of virtual investments to determine the winner tonight. No worries, we will give you the money to invest, a certain amount of virtual currency, and at the end of 8 rocket pitches, we will share a link via the chat feature. Please click the link and make your investments as you wish. You can give all the money to the number 1 pitch, or you can allocate them in your preference. It's totally up to you. まあ、もちろん、参加型のベンチャーカフェ東京なので、皆さんにも参加してもらいます。どのようにかというと、我々が、バーチャルマネーを与えますので、8チームのピッチの後、投票を投資という形で行っていただきます。一番良かったものに全額をかけても良いし、あるいはいくつかに分配しても構いません。投票結果をもって勝者を決めようと思っています。 Yes. Okay. So without further ado, I'd like to get started. But you know what? Let's make sure all teams are here today. Okay. So team 1, can you have your thumbs up? All right. I see you, Alex. All right, Maxine. All right, good. Team 2, are you here? Team 2. All right. See you. I see your hands up. Team 3. I'm just making sure at least one of you. Okay, Edward, Angela, you're here. Team 4. Team 4. All right, I see you, Nicole. All right, it's good. Team 5. I saw you, Sergio. Team 5. Thumbs up. Am I missing someone? Team 5. All right, Brian, Caitlin, where are you? Team 5? Or anybody from Japan? All right, am I the only one?
I'm team 5.
All right, you're team 5. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for unmuting. Team 6. All right, Naoto, I see your thumbs up. Good. Team 7. All right, team 7. Okay, Miyasaka-san. Can I pronounce my, how do you pronounce your first name?
It's Ayla.
Ayla, thank you, Ayla. Okay, team 8. Last but not least, team 8, Naoki, I see your thumbs up. All right, I think we're ready to go. So 3 minutes, 3 slides. We're gonna start with team 1. You can go ahead, unmute yourself and share screen and get started.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to share the screen, and I believe Tomokazu is going to start off our presentation. Okay, I'm ready to go. Tomokazu, are you there?
I'm not sure if he's here. I don't see.
Okay, well, Maxine, do you want to start off then?
Yeah, sure. So we are Haturaku, and the problem that we're trying to address is that the workplace culture in Japan it's common that people overwork themselves, and that people are not able to talk about maybe mental health issues that they struggle with because it's not part of the culture to share them openly. And they feel like they're burdening others by doing that. And so we decided to create an AI chatbot that can have a conversation with employees during their work time by listening to the problems, offering advice, having them do check-ins throughout the day, and help them overcome mental health difficulties. And this will act as a Chrome extension. So our product and business model, so we sell directly to the businesses. This way it's free for the employees. So we offer a 30-day free trial to businesses first, and then we'll form a yearly contract with ideally medium to large size businesses who have a lot of employees to normalize this product. And like I said, it will be a Chrome extension. The employees will not pay anything, and the companies will pay 1,000 yen per month per employee. So that's how we will charge the companies. But like I said, employees don't pay, and it tells the employees that that the employers care about their mental health because they're offering this as a Chrome extension that they can use at any point. And our startup costs are mostly just in development, machine learning development, and data collection as well.
So to conclude, we believe this problem matters a lot for Japanese society. The first reason is because mental health of employers influences the company's profits, its efficiency, and its productivity. On top of that, people don't have to share their mental health challenges with others and don't feel like they're putting a burden on others, which can be difficult to do, and instead can use a virtual chatbot, which is a robotic listener that isn't actually a real person. This browser extension will remind employees to reflect on how they're feeling and ensure that they take breaks and keep a healthy mindset so they can feel happy and peaceful in their life and provide their company with the best services possible. As you can see on the left, we made a small mock-up about how this chat feature might look on someone's computer, where they would be able to talk to the Hataraku robot listener. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. This is Team Ichi.
All right, thank you. Team Ichi, Team 1, Hataraku Robot. Good presentation, thank you. Good job, yes. All right, moving on. Team 2.
I'll be sharing the screen and Moni will be presenting.
All right.
All right, let me start my presentation. So, hello everyone, my name is Menulu and I'm here with Ziyu to present our innovative platform, Kizuna. Next. So after communicating with our group members in Japan, we found out that during the coronavirus pandemic, there are a decreasing number of connections between the students themselves and with the alumni. Since the Japan is a society that requires longer and closer communication and engagement to establish a solid connection and friendship, many of the students in Japan are suffering to know new people from different areas since they were not able to have sufficient time to meet with each other during this time. And many of the students find that because the limited ability for going outside, they're also losing connection with their current friends. And moreover, the professionals and alumni of the schools become even harder to approach during this time. The networking activity and the social activities of all students in Japan now are facing the extreme challenges. Next slide, please. We as a team intend to develop a social platform that is event-based for university students and alumni across Japan. Unlike the other social platform that needs users to use the platforms and develop their own connections, our platform Kizuna offers unique online activities that incorporate Japanese culture. Throughout the platform, we will develop numerous events that have unique themes such as the online tea gathering, meditation, and Japanese cuisine cooking events to offer opportunities for the university students to have fun and establish connection while they are studying online. And the events will have requirements for the attendances. Some of the events may be exclusive to only students, alumni, and school to provide different options for the different intentions of the users. Thus, students were not only able to enjoy the social gathering that they have before the pandemic, but also meet more new people due to the advantage of online events. And it will also become a very valuable opportunities for the students to step out of their comfort zone and practice the networking abilities. Next slide, please. And here is the prototype of the UI in our platform. And the students and alumni will be tagged with their schools and communities. Users will be able to receive the latest update from Kizuna according to their communities. You will only require one click for the students to join the event and meet more new people. And besides the events organized by Kizuna, students and alumni may also can form their own community and post their own content and even hosting events. Next. And we hope that our product Kizuna, Japanese students in universities will be able to find interesting activities that meet their interests while having the opportunities to know the alumni, reconnect with friends, and meet more new friends. And thank you for listening to our rocket pitch, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Great job. Thank you for the presentation. All right, that was Team 2, Kizuna platform. All right. Moving on, Team 3, where are you?
Hi everyone, I'm Edward from Team 3 and I'll be sharing my screen. Yeah, Riku, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, can I start? Hi everyone, my name is Riku and today my teammates and I will be introducing you to Eat Together. Our world has changed so much during this past year. COVID has made it difficult to eat at restaurant with some friends or family. But actually, the first graph shows, first graph shows 70% people says the frequency of eating outside is less than before. However, people are actually missing to eat or drink with friends, so that their interest in online drinking is increasing as the second searching result shows. So this situation inspired us to create Eat Together, which offers a real restaurant experience with your family or friends while you staying home. Yeah, next slide.
Based on our social problem, we created this solution, which is called Eat Together. On the left side, it shows our prototype, which is an app that allows customers to have a full dining experience with friends on a completely virtual platform. As shown on the left bar, the platform allows us to order food to our own addresses. Just like physically sitting in the restaurant, the platform also allow us to meeting with our friends through video and even chatting with new people from different virtual tables. Our platform not only respects social distancing under this pandemic, but it also saves time. Eat Together's target market includes people who have the access to technology, who desire social experience and meeting with friends, and it has no age limitation.
Many of you might be wondering what sets Eat Together apart from our competitors. Although delivery apps such as Uber Eats and MyShoku may be able to deliver the food to individual homes, what they lack is the authentic restaurant experience. On the other hand, where other virtual experiences fall short is the absence of real food and materials. However, with Eat Together, you don't have to worry about any of that. Eat Together integrates the best from both worlds and provides our customers with an authentic restaurant experience, all while virtually bringing them closer together with their friends and family. Given Japan's deep-rooted culture in the value of community and solidarity, we understand that being able to stay connected with loved ones is a big concern. That is where we come in to help. Eat Together also helps the community in many other ways in the form of economic and social value. With all this impact that Eat Together will make, we are confident that this venture will be a success. Now, will you be the change and bring communities together? Thank you for your time, and it was a pleasure to introduce you to Eat Together.
All right, another great job. That was Team 3, Eat Together app. Nice job, Riku, to kick off the presentation.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Team 4.
Hello, I'll be sharing my screen, so give me 1 second. All right, so we are Team 4 and we are going to start our presentation with a skit. So if Mizuki could start.
Hello, what's wrong?
Oh, hello, I was just having a bad day. As an immigrant in Japan, I always feel isolated from the social environment in Japan because of the nationalism. Japan's culture is just so different from what I am used to.
I actually found a book that may help you. This book was written to help serve as a survival guide for the immigrants that live in Japan.
What is it about? I have read many books about Japan, but none of them actually help me feel more included.
The authors of this book have taken polls and interviewed immigrants living in Japan about the difficulties. They came out with solutions to solve common problems immigrants may face.
This sounds interesting.
The book not only explains how immigrants can feel more included, they also promote the idea of diversity. They dedicated a portion of their earnings to bringing awareness towards the isolation immigrants face in Japan.
Wow, that sounds great. Where can I get this book?
This book can be found at your nearest bookstore and online.
Thank you for recommending me this book. So next slide.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, so our target customers include activists, which are people who are eager to help bring awareness to this problem of social isolation, and they're also people who want to help increase diversity. So our target customers also include the immigrants themselves that are struggling to adapt to the social environment and culture in Japan, which leads to isolation. So for our competitors, they're mainly Japanese publishing companies that create survival guides for mainly English-speaking people. But unlike that, our product will be adapted into several different languages, mainly the most spoken languages, to attract the largest amount of foreigners to Japan. So our market size. Market size is approximately 120 million USD just for the immigrant population alone. But what is most surprising is the fact that from 2018 to 2030, it is expected that the projected number of working age individuals will decrease to 55 million people, which accounts for only 46% of Japan's total population, as shown in the graph to the right. Next slide. So our business model and call to action. So our socially responsible survival guide will provide the immigrants living in Japan with an accessible tool for communication and learning in a new environment. Additionally, our product will have economic value by paving its way into Japan's economy and labor market, hopefully eliminating Japan's xenophobic environment to promote a welcoming, diverse, and profitable environment. Ultimately, this opportunity has a high promise of success because there is a market for our innovative survival guide, given the desire and the crucial need for immigrants to contribute to Japan's shrinking workforce. Thank you.
All right, great job. That was Team 4 and their survival guide proposal. Nice skit. Let's move on to Team 5.
Hi, hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Brian.
I'm from Team 5, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. Wait, how to? Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Today we are offering a product that is solving the 6th Sustainable Development Goal from United Nations, which is clean water and sanitization. We see that there is a huge problem in the world, especially regarding the lack of clean water supply. We found that approximately 22 billion people in the world cannot drink safe water in 2017, and approximately 1.44 billion people in the world drink unprocessed water also in 2017. Another fun fact is 1 in 7 people in the world lack access to safe water. So we wanted to offer something to solve this. Next slide, Caitlin.
So that's why we created Mizu Saver, a water bottle made mostly from recycled material with a filter built inside it. This allows users to drink water directly from tap without having to worry about the purity of the water. Since 71% of the population drinks water from tap, we realized the potential market for a self-filtering water bottle. And with the convenience of the clip on the side of the bottle, it is suitable for outdoor use and carry. We also decided to put in effort in not leaving any carbon footprints, and so our Mizu Saver is made from 50% recycled material, recycled plastic, and it is eco-friendly and also wallet-friendly too.
We have 3 main missions that our product will solve. First is we aim at reducing plastic, because 50% of our product is from recycled plastic. Also, people who have Mizu Saver don't have to buy plastic water bottle. Second, we plan to donate 50% of our profit to trusted non-profit organizations that usually helps to contribute to cleaner water supply. Third, we also want to contribute to water shortage by developing infrastructure such as water supply, sewage, and circulation facilities to create an environment where people can safely access water. Thank you.
All right, good job. That was Team 5 and their Mizu Saver. All right, moving on, Team 6.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
we are group 6, me, Naoko, Tomoki, and Misu, who are students at KYUSHU and WASEDA University, have created co-learning. So what is co-learning? We looked at some of the leading educational platforms and found out that some are good for communication between professors and students, and others are good for communication between students and other students. But what is the problem here? The professors and students cannot connect asynchronously to help complete their schoolwork. So co-learning allows us to ask questions, conduct group work with our partners, chat with friends outside of class, attend lectures, and connect with others. This app will help us extend the learning experience beyond the college workday. So I just want to move this. Who are our stakeholders in co-learning? Who will benefit? Students, professors, and universities will all benefit from our platform. So students can connect easily with one another. They can ask questions to other students and professors, even if they don't attend the same university. And they may make friends with students from other universities as well. Professors can easily communicate through our interactive lecture system. They can improve their collaborative projects with co-authors so they can work with their colleagues. And universities, these big networks, can promote students to attend lectures. Attendance at certain schools are an issue, and they can improve the quality of work from higher attention rates. So how can we solve this financial problem of learning? School is more affordable in Japan relative to the United States, where tuition expenses are substantially higher. However, co-learning can help make the workday more efficient, and it allows us to connect with students from other universities. So this can save valuable resources and capital and can allow more people to get access to a high quality education. This is co-learning. We are group 6. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ryan. Good presentation. That was team 6 and co-learning. All right. Let's move on to team 7.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, we are team 7. Do you ever have had those problems before? I think you all had at least one of those problems. You don't know what to cook or eat, you don't know how to cook, and you don't have ingredients or you don't have the time. We will introduce you KYUSHU. This is an application which will solve all of these problems. You don't know what to cook? We will give you a recipe for every meal every day. You don't know how to cook? We have thousands of recipes. You don't have ingredients? You can buy online on the app. You don't have time? You can search for recipes by short time.
So, KYUSHU is a platform to allow users to share their recipes, and at the meanwhile, our engine will also suggest some healthy recipes every day as well. If users select a recipe and would like to have a try to cook it, then they can order the ingredients from our app, and we will deliver what they need to them. And if the recipe shared by the user are so popular and highly rated by other users, they can get some points to buy ingredients further. But what makes our app special is that we cooperate with farmers in need, collecting their data and see how many farm products their lots manage to sell. And with the data, we can design a recipe to make a better use of those products left in the stock and help the farmers sell those unsellable food. Indeed, we can also get the commission if the users really buy the products, and it is how we work. And please, next. Yeah.
So what makes KYUSHU different from current platforms that exist? So the main thing that differentiates KYUSHU from other platforms that currently exist is the fact that both farmers and students can earn money if their recipe is either shared and used a lot by other students, or when farmers can promote the sales of unsaleable ingredients. So what I mean by these unsaleable ingredients is that due to COVID-19, it became difficult for farmers to sell their products. So our app would allow farmers to tell farms how many products of each specific item are left in stock, and then students would be able to design a recipe to make a better use of those resources and help them sell these quote unquote unsaleable foods. Another main thing that differentiates our product from other products is the fact that our product is catered to specific needs of each individual. So each individual has different dietary restrictions and different amounts of time available to prepare and cook food, along with different meal preferences. So our product would allow both students and farmers alike to collaborate in order to create a perfect unity and to work together to make a system in which farmers and students alike would be able to both benefit from CookCow. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
All right, good job. Ayla, Bobby, Sabina, great job presenting. I really like the visuals. It's easy to understand. Really liked it. Yeah, thank you. That was Team 7 and the CookCow. Let's move on to last but not least, but Team 8. Where are you?
Hello guys, I'm going to share my screen.
In recent years, with the advances in technology and the affordability of the internet, cyberbullying has become more prevalent in the lives of children and teenagers. In one study done in Japan just last year, 45% of students admitted to cyberbullying another person at some point, which is much higher than it should be. The problem? The time and the utilization of social media. The Japanese on average spend about 3 hours and 45 minutes online per day, which is even less than American teenagers, surprisingly. It causes the problem of posting negative comments online that affect other people's mental health, increased anxiety and depression, and a lack of exercise because rather than physical movement or going outside, people sit stationary at their desks or their computers, utilizing their phone.
All right, so next part is our business model. Our business model is really simple. You have to pay one-time purchase fee, which is $3.99. And after you purchase that, you can download it both on your smartphone and your child's smartphone. And after you download it, you can get a reminder when your child did anything on social media platform. It's like you can check how your child use their social media apps, and such as if they post anything like some specific post or leave a comment or follow a new account. So that's our business model.
And the target customers of this app will be the parents of young generation who would like to set the time limit to the child so that they do not use smartphones too much or use it inappropriately. And the market size is the half number of the parents, which is approximately 46 million.
On the left-hand side, you see a prototype, so you can schedule how long your child is able to use an app. Afterwards, the app would shut down and a password would be needed to override that, so there's parental control right there. In turn, whenever they follow a new account or like a post that you might not see on Instagram, if you don't directly follow them, you'd get a notification immediately. And this is a way that parents can immediately have conversations with their children and promote positivity online rather than the negative internet state that we currently have. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
All right, great job. Usually, right, if we're in a physical space, every time you pitch, there's going to be a wow, like a loud roar and then applaud and then cheers and whatnot. And then moving forward, it's a little awkward how, in the virtual space, everything is operated smoothly. And then we just move on from one presentation to another. But I think we all did a great job. Thank you all for pitching. Thank you all for chiming in, for listening. I think it is now your time to participate. So we would like for each of you to cast a vote in the form of virtual investment. As I told you earlier on, you will be given a certain amount of money. Please make your investment so that we can decide the winner for today's rocket pitches. You can give all your money into the number one pitch that you thought, or allocate in your preference. It's totally up to you. And just as a reminder, in the chat feature, I am going to post the team number and their names. For number 8, I called it social media tracker for the platform, but otherwise you each saw their names. So I'm just gonna repeat just to make sure everyone gets it. Number 1 was Hataraku Robot. Number 2 was Kizuna Platform. Number 3 was Eat Together app. Number 4 was Survival Guide. Number 5 was Mizu Saver. Team number 6, that was co-learning. Team number 7, Cook-How. And then team number 8, Social Media Tracker. So Mio, can you please post the link to the chat feature so that we can all invest to make your investments? And keep in mind, just like last time, you yourself cannot invest in your team. It's got to be somebody else, not your team. Okay, so here we go. This is Ayaka posting the voting system, the BID, the bid system. So can you all go in there, all of you participating? There are 53 of us tonight. So can you go in there and then cast your vote, and then we'll decide our winner for tonight. All right, we'll take about what, maybe 5 up to 10 minutes to decide the winner. So until they do the calculation, let's do some reviews here. So how do you feel? How did it go? How did it not go well? Or how did it go well? Or any room for improvement? Or overall in the process of, you know, getting together with students, you know, across countries, across the regions, KYUSHU, and then WASEDA, and then Boston, BABSON. How did it go? You're from around the world. How did you coordinate, or did you have a tough time? Can you share some process? Anybody?
Sorry about that. I could share for our team. So we had some problems in the beginning on like what time we should meet up, because like everyone had so different schedules. And whenever it'd be early morning for them, it'd be like late night for us. And sometimes they have part-time jobs like starting right from the start. And so we broke it up into like we had to chat like whenever someone was available. And so we had to meet up like twice, and then everything else we had to do on our own time. And so we had to hold ourselves accountable, and we checked with each other to make sure like everyone was doing their part. And I feel like those were like most of the challenges that like our group had, which was like just seeing when everyone was available.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your challenges. And I think you overcame it. All of you, all the teams presented well tonight. Anybody else want to share their process of getting here tonight or early morning?
I can
Yes,
share,
Brian.
Professor.
Yes.
It was very similar to Nicole's challenge, but the problem was just time zone, and it was a bit hard to find a mutual time, but we also overcame it just chatting and finally getting it together.
Good. You managed it. It's a good feeling, isn't it? Can we hear from Japan? Anybody from Japan right now? Waseda University or Kyushu University? How did you go about the process? I saw many of you present tonight. Anybody want to share their experience working with the BABSON students? Was it smooth, or was it hard to meet up and hard to have a conversation? Or what are your thoughts? Can you give us feedback? Anyone from Japan?
Hi.
Yes, Tomoki, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my team didn't contact each other, BABSON, Japan and America, but yeah, as someone said before, we also use chat, and we managed to present. And also, I'm a grade 1 and I'm 18 years old. So I do my work with senior students. So I got a lot of stimulations from them. So it's very precious experience for me. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you for sharing your feedback. At least we got you motivated to
Thank
be
you.
inspired.
Yeah.
Good, good. Thank you. Anyone else from Japan?
I just saw the question in the chat,
Yep.
but I can at least say that like one of the most interesting or fun experiences working with students who are literally across the world is we got to just talk about sports and extracurriculars and common interests we share, and to just share some of the cultural similarities and differences was incredible because I had personally never worked with students in Japan before. And so we talked a lot about sports and the social media we use and what we do with our family and our friends. And I thought it was really nice just to have those small conversations within our group so we could feel connected to students on the other side of the world.
Very good. Thank you for your feedback. Anyone else tag along with that question or talk about something else? Or are you just anxious about the results of the investments, who the winner is? Well, I thought you all did a great job. Can we have people in the audience giving us feedback for those who presented? You know what? I'm gonna have to turn over to our Venture Cafe Tokyo member. Can I ask you, Lisa? So you've been here listening to the presentation. Lisa, what did you think?
Yeah, sure. First of all, great work for everyone. That was amazing presentation, and I really enjoy hearing a lots of different ideas and how you go through to make a business plan. I was also just doing some checking the pitch deck from like an environmental startup which I'm working with, and then I check a couple of how can I say criteria like how is the business scalability, and then do you also consider about other companies like competition, and then how that fits to the market, and then a couple of the team was also included those information into the pitch, so I think that was great. And then also not only like what you want to do, but we're also talking about what the customers is willing to have. So I think that's a great point to include that into your process to create the new things, to think about the both side of what you want to make, and then what do you think the other people would like to have. So I really would like to say great that to you. Congratulations for having this kind of like a great teamwork and then achievement to get to this point.
Awesome feedback. Thank you, Lisa. So of course, this is a rocket pitch, so you're only limited to 3 minutes and 3 slides. But like Lisa mentioned, I think you did well in managing the balance between what you cover and what you thought you wanted to cover, but you couldn't. But those are for you to pursue later. Yes. Anybody else who was listening, who was chiming into our session today? Any feedback for the students here? We are from KYUSHU University, we are from WASEDA University, we are from BABSON. So any question, any feedback, any of your comments? I saw many comments in the chat feature. For those who wrote in the chat feature, would you want to turn on your microphone, unmute, and then just talk to us? Is that possible? Or not, maybe. Maybe not. Anybody who want to talk right now in terms of looking back, looking forward? How's your experience? Have this made you some takeaways, some lesson learned, moving forward? Any of your thoughts? Alex, yes.
I really enjoyed the experience. I thought it was a lot of fun to meet with and speak with students from both universities. it was really also cool to see what their plans were for their professional careers and how we were all at different points in our lives. A few of our team members, I think, were also in graduate school, which was really cool. Looking back, I think there's nothing I would change. I think it was just a really fun experience, and hoping that some of these ideas come to fruition in Japan and we see them in like newspapers and articles and stuff in a few years.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Anybody else?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
As I said before, I'm very impressed from all university students, and I wonder about BABSON's lectures. And I have a question for BABSON University students. And what is the most interested lectures which you have ever taken before? And I'd like to know the content of these lectures, and I want to know the different between BABSON and WASEDA University's lectures. Can anyone say?
Great question, Tomoki. I respect the courage for you to speak up and ask questions. Tomoki, こういう場で発言するってすごい大事だから、だからすごい良かったと思います。Good question as well. Any classes that you thought was very full of learning, full of inspiration that you want to share with the WASEDA students so they can compare and contrast with what they're having in terms of classes? Anybody from BABSON?
I could answer the question. So for BABSON students, we have FME, and for FME, it's like really different from the courses like I am used to taking. I feel like for me, like I understand where you're coming from. Like a lot of the lectures, like they teach you, like I took accounting, they just teach you the material. And for FME, it's learning about like entrepreneurship, and we actually like talk as a class, and one of the biggest like things is participation and teamwork. And I feel like that was like really surprising to me because I'm used to like learning from the textbook and then like taking a test, and then for FME, like we had a midterm. Our midterm was basically about like our team process, how we worked as a team, and I feel like that was like really different and like also surprising to me on like how we learned. And so I feel like I got to learn more about myself and develop like my character during that class.
Thank you, Nicole. So Tomoki, this class, you learn to found a business and run a business with your colleagues, with your friends. So it's a year-long course. You get to run your business with your friends, I mentioned. And I think WASEDA University is trying to plug this into your curriculum because WASEDA is part of our BABSON collaborative. It's a program we share the knowledge together in terms of entrepreneurship education. So hopefully very soon rather than later, you will have something similar like the FME program we have at BABSON. 早稲田とバブソンでコラボレティブっていうプログラムがあって、いろんな企業教育について共有していることがあって、なので早稲田大学で今後もこういった形でバブソンとコラボレーションを通じて同じような授業が取れる風になるといいなと思ってます。
Thank you very much for explaining me, Nicole. Nicole?
Nicole? Yeah.
Oh, Nicole? Okay.
Anybody else? I thought you were going to say Professor Yamakawa's class, any class. Joking, sorry.
I can say Professor Yamakawa's class. No, FMEs, honestly, it's a good experience. Like what Nicole said, we learn by doing, which is something I really never thought before because coming from an Asian school, we learn from textbooks. So like, yeah, we're good at that. So, but one other thing that I noticed was that at BABSON, we learn a lot from our friends, our peers, and not just from the professors. And I think that's really amazing. You never know what you can learn from other people.
やっぱりバブソンではみんなから学ぶ、先生からだけじゃなくてみんなが来てる人たちがピアプレッシャーじゃないけれどもなんか新しいことやってるぞっていう空気感、そういうものから学ぶことが多い。 という話でした。I see many of my students nodding, so I'm very sure they have learned Japanese now, and they could by now speak the language. Very happy. All right. Any other questions, comments? Or Tomoki, do you want to hear some more classes from Babson? Babson で他のクラス聞きたい?
Actually, I plan to BABSON に出そうか迷ってて、で、
Oh, exchange student ね。
But I know, so I searched about BABSON lectures and I know FME program, and I noticed that I had that student decide their each role, such as president or manager. So I want to know. So what is difficult when BABSON students conduct its lectures? 多分なんかちょっとうまく言えないですけど、トラブルとかなんか大変。
トラブルとかが知りたいってことね。So he wants to know some challenges, struggles with identifying the officers in your team. So he's serious. Tomoki, you're serious about coming to Babson for an exchange program. This is good. Babson and WASEDA has an exchange program. 交換留学制度って本当にあるから、so you could be on campus someday, very soon. Good. But his question was,
ways, the exchange?
Do you want to go to WASEDA? You know what? You could. It is. So Babson has one for WASEDA and one with Sophia University. So there are opportunities for you to do an exchange and have a semester or two in WASEDA. I've seen many of you, and I've written many recommendations for you. So if you're seriously considering, then reach out to me. I'll do what I can.
Has a lot of good professors and good students, so I will recommend you to come to WASEDA universities. And
so I really like your positive attitude, Tomoki. Now you get to brag about WASEDA, and not all Japanese do that. 日本人ってね、なかなかね、すごいいいぜ、大学すごいいいから来てくれよっていうことをあんまり前にのめりにならないからすごくいいと思いました。I think you match with our style, so you should definitely come to Babson. So
to answer his question,
yes, please.
I was just going to say I'm a first year at Babson right now, so I'm currently partaking in this, FME process. And you definitely seem like a Babson student, very motivated and determined. So I do recommend coming because we have a fast-paced environment. But in terms of choosing positions, I will be honest with you, it can be difficult because everybody wants to be CEO or CFO and have one of those big roles. But in a team with 8 or 9 other members, typically this year, because we're online, usually you have even a larger team of maybe even 13 or 14 people. You kind of have to work within yourselves and figure out who has past experience. So for example, I had never worked on social media campaigns before, but I have some background doing internships with finance and things like that. So I was placed into the finance department, and you have a lot of group meetings and you're really honest about your challenges and also what you are incredible at, because you wouldn't want to put yourself in a position where you would fail your team in any way because it will only hurt you. But you do get to trade positions and roles. So it's not a static role. You can move around the team, because the goal of FME is not just to create a business and, to get the money from Babson and see if it succeeds or not, but it's the opportunity to try all these different positions within a company to see where you think you fit in the best for future experience.
I love the response. I love how you addressed Tomoki's question. It's the learning, it's the opportunity. Okay? All right, anybody else? Or are we anxious to hear the results of the poll? Are we ready? Because I don't want to run over time. I told you, we got to start on time and leave early if we can. All right. You know what? I do have the results. So if we could, if I could hear the drum roll, I could go on and announce the winner for tonight. Can we hear the drum roll? Brrr. So the winner, the first Thursday gathering of Venture Cafe Tokyo this year, 2021, the first rocket pitch event hosted by WASEDA and KYUSHU and Babson College. The winner is Team 1. You went up first and you won. Wow, that was amazing. Great job, Team 1. So again, we will consider giving you a small token of a gift for your performance from Venture Cafe Tokyo, and I will be sure to deliver that to Team 1. But you know what? At Babson, everybody wins. So we all did well. Congratulate yourself. Let's celebrate. You all did well. You're all gonna sleep well tonight. You woke up early, very early, to get to the 6 o'clock rocket pitch session. So highly appreciate your joining, all of you. And for Babson, we will have a wrap-up session Friday night. I will see you there. So all of you participating, including those from WASEDA, those from KYUSHU, and the faculty that are joining today, thank you all for coming in and joining. I hope you're off to a great start of the new year. 本年も今年もよろしくお願いいたします。We should all stay safe, healthy, and well, and we will see you next Thursday. All right, so that was the session. Over to you. Back to you, Lisa.
Okay, thank you so much for the great pitches. I really would like to say congratulations for all of you. Great work. And then let's keep connected to make things happen. Okay, それではですね、今日のサースデーギャザリングはこちらでおしまいとなります。またですね、来週の木曜日、そしてですね、つくばコネクト&名古屋コネクト、来週の金曜日ありますので、ぜひ皆さんまたそちらでお会いしましょう。Okay, thank you very much for coming. See you next week. Bye.